Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to another speed build. Today we are in Granite Falls, which is a vacation world, so you only have vacation rentals here, and we are going to be building a cute little family campground for a family of Sims. We're going to start here on the green getaway lot, and I'm just going to jump right in. Automatically, I just made 3 little boxes, and I did want one of them to be on a diagonal, which is an actual nightmare. It's fun in theory. It's not fun in practice, but I did my best. It was not an easy task, and it took a lot of finagling, which you will see a little bit of, because I couldn't even remember how to put a diagonal foundation on this house, but I figured it out. So we have gotten our basic shape of all of them together, and I mean, all the buildings are pretty much the same shape and size as of right now. That does end up changing later on, because I realize that some of the cabins need a little more room in certain areas than the others, but they pretty much are all just boxes with the same roof and the same little tiny front porch, and like this little slightly slanted overhang for the porch space, and I think it came out really cute, so I hope you enjoy it. As always, if you see anything that you like, or if you want to see a different kind of build, please let me know in the comments, and be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this content, because I am here for you, and I want to build what you want to see, because you know, ideas are always helpful. I do run out of ideas every now and again. I've just been looking at a bunch of campgrounds, because me and my husband have been thinking about taking our kids camping at some point, and I just think some of the campgrounds are so cute and so fun, and probably really buggy, and it just made me think of The Sims, so I thought I'd give it a go, see if I can build one in The Sims as well, and that is what inspired this today, pretty much. Here you'll see the beginning of the nightmare. That is the diagonal porch on this middle house here, and it does change a little bit. I do use a lot of horse ranch for the siding and the columns and the spandrels, the fences, and then the roof texture is from Werewolves. The stairs are from Seasons, and I think that the bottom of the house itself, where the foundation is for the house, is also from Seasons, and the stilted foundation is probably from Base Game, is what I'm guessing. But that is the essentials all figured out for the shape of the house. And then I pick out this door, kind of like a little screen door from Island Living. I liked the screen texture, and it just kind of looked, you know, worn out, like they've been here a while, and they are like old traditional doors. Maybe they have some carving on them. I just thought that looked really nice in here, and I was surprised that it matched the wood tone as well as it did, because wood tones in this game just never want to match. I also moved that very large, kind of luxurious looking bed from Outdoor Retreat into the parents' cabin, and then we are into the kids' cabin over here, and I do throw in some bunk beds, so I had to expand this a little bit so that I could fit 2 sets of bunk beds. So clearly you could have a lot of Sims staying here if you wanted to. There's, you know, 4 kids' beds basically in this kids' cabin. There's also a lot of little activities. You'll see me just pulling out random stuff. Some things from the little campers kit, because I just thought that was very fitting. Some wall decals. I think I also pull out like an activity table, like an arts table, and some other things. A little bookshelf, little wall-mounted bookshelf. And then there's also a fully functional bathroom in here. It has toilet, sink, and shower tub combo. I just think that it looks really, really nice. But you could have, I guess, 4 kids in this one cabin alone. Then there's a parents' cabin with just 1 double bed, and then the teens' cabin has 2 single beds. So that's a lot of Sims. I think more Sims that actually fit into a household, but you know, if you have MC Command Center and you change the number of Sims, or maybe if you vacation with extended family, this could be a good option for you. So here you see I'm pulling out all the rest of the stuff I wanted to put in the kids' cabin. There's a sleeping bag, there's pillows, there's a little cooler, there's a little games table, and some matching chairs, there's a pool and a swing set, and like there's just all kinds of little stuff. I was just thinking anything that a kid would want at their own personal campsite, that this is what I wanted to do. There's also a little marbles circle out here on the front deck, and then I add a shelf that came with Outdoor Retreat here. It's very rustic looking, so I put the jar up there for the marbles. Now your Sim will have to come here with marbles, because I'm not leaving any on the lot per se, because I don't think they'll be able to keep them anyway. they have to physically own them. So they have to find them themselves or be gifted them. And I don't want to waste your time. So that is it for the kids cabin. We have moved into the teens cabin now. I'm just trying to figure out the orientation of it because I did want to fit a nice bathroom in here as well. And at first I thought I was going to close off the rooms at least slightly with a wall in between, but instead I decided on this little divider from kids room stuff because I thought it looked really nice in here. Again, it matches the wood tones really, really well. And I just thought that it made sense to have just a little bit of privacy, but obviously you can take it down because these are cabins. You don't stay here all year. You just rent them for however long your stay will be. Now we're in the parents' cabin very quickly. I just wanted to get the bathroom wall and tile for the floor set up, and then we're adding some of this separation from the first floor to the roof. Here I decided we need to move to a bigger lot. So we're going to build on this forest hideaway lot instead. It is much bigger. There's a lot more space. And I was able to move a bunch of stuff around to fit a little bit nicer. So here we're back in the kids' cabin now that we finally moved our lot here. And I used the tool mod to arrange these pillows in such a way that it looks like maybe a child was using them to prop up so they could read a book or play on their tablet or do something like sit on the floor on the one pillow and then lean up against the other one. I used to do that all the time with my pillows, like up against the couch in the living room, or if we, were staying at a hotel, I'd position all the pillows, make myself a little fort to sit in and to just relax. So I thought that was pretty realistic. We have our wall mounted bookshelf over here because I thought it would be nice to have a nice book to read and relax, and some lovely base game curtains, and they have some like woodland scenes on them in this swatch. So I thought that made a lot of sense. I did have to position them kind of custom because they don't exactly fit these horse ranch windows, but I think that they look really, really nice in here. And I do end up changing the window on this side. That little square window goes away and I replace it with the normal rectangle size. And then we have a toy box. We have this wall decal. I used base game wallpaper with the cute fireflies and butterflies and the grass growing up. I thought it was really nice. And also this table from Horse Ranch and the lamp from Outdoor Retreat. Then I also added some more of these hanging lanterns from Horse Ranch. I like the kind of goldish glow that they put off, and also they just seem like a very nice rustic camp light. Also a little storage container, maybe for extra blankets or for toys, and of course a Yeti stuffy that is like the Sasquatch of Granite Falls, I guess. That's just where my mind goes, but it's kind of like a Blarfy doll so the kids can play with it, interact with it. I also did have a changing table in here, but I removed it and I'll tell you about that later on. We have our shower tub combo, our toilet, and our sink going in, and the sink is from Laundry Day, and I thought it was really cool because it has like some supplies underneath it. It looks kind of rustic. Shower tub combo, I believe, is from Parenthood or Base Game. And then I'm also adding my bathroom clutter stuff. We have our toilet paper on the wall, we have our plunger, some extra toilet paper rolls on the back of the toilet, and then a soap pump and a toothpaste cup will go in a little bit. Also added a nice little nightlight on the back wall. I thought that would be a good touch. And then the bath mat is also from Parenthood or Seasons. I think maybe Seasons, if I remember correctly, but don't quote me on it because it moves so fast. Of course, my traditional bathroom light I had to put on the ceiling, and that's pretty much it for that bathroom. It's very simple. I just kept it nice and neat. And then out here, we're going to start working on the decoration. So I grabbed this like stump table from Outdoor Retreat, and also this little s'mores gnome just hanging out on top of there because I thought that would be nice to signify that was the front of the kids' cabin. And then over here, this is their little playground area. I was trying to replicate the foliage and the rocks around all the trees in this like nearby region. I was just kind of doing some research in the debug for Base Game and Outdoor Retreat, and I came up with this idea of this. Pretty much every tree was going to have this little rock and flower combo all around them to keep the lot very cohesive. And then this area over here is now the playground. There's a nice little kiddie pool. I end up putting some relaxing lounge chairs there for the kids as well, and then later on I do end up adding a fire pit. And I also have a little fun fact / tip to add. So those bushes that are right in the front of the stairs, like on either side of the stairs, they have a very large footprint. If you put them that close to the stairs, your Sims cannot actually get into their homes. So that is in debug. If you pull them out of the regular build by menu, those exact same bushes that are not in debug, they just cost money, have a really small footprint, and your Sims have no problem getting in. So when I was playtesting this, I found that out the hard way. I'm just letting you know so you don't have to find out as well. And you'll also see I'm adding some of these rock carpet pieces that are from Riviera Retreat. They lead from like the entrance of the camp all the way into the parents' cabin, and they also connect to the other cabins. And here I am adding more rocks and foliage just to frame in this entire space, because I really wanted it to look like legitimate, like that they made this camp to look really like in the woods and rustic and just like well maintained, but it also has a feeling like maybe you're the only ones at this location. They didn't want it to seem like, you know, a resort campground where you can see all of your neighbors and stuff. They kind of wanted you to feel like you were in your own little forest hideaway, which is what the lot name is. So I thought that that was a nice touch. Here I am making a little storage shed. So my thought with this is that here is where they can store all of the things that you may need that maybe don't come automatically with these campsites. So say you bring an infant, your campsite won't automatically come with a cot for them to sleep in, like a little pack and play. But in this storage shed, there will be a pack and play that you can pull out and put into the kids' cabin instead. There's also a little changing table for the infant. There is a toddler potty and a high chair. So I thought those would be nice things for you to have as well in your game. If your sim comes here and wants to go on vacation and they happen to have an infant or a toddler, they have some things for them to sleep in. I did not put a toddler bed in here, but that is something that I think you can actually buy from the stand that they have in Granite Falls, or you can go into free build and you can pull that out yourself, and maybe you can leave that in the shed as well when you're done, and you can use this for multiple families and you'll always have everything that they need. So I thought that it was a nice little addition to have like a storage shed for extra supplies and extra bed things and extra things that the campers might need. So I added that in there also. Here you'll see a lot more rocks going in, all these rock rugs, and I do place them in a way that I tried to make them look pretty organic and not quite so matchy, but obviously there's only 2 swatches per color. So that gets a little tricky. And then we're just adding more rocks and more of these big bushy bushes, and then a lot of extra flowers and grass pieces. I just throw them all over the place because, like I said, I wanted it to feel really overgrown, but also intentional and just really pretty and kind of secluded feeling, and just, you know, easily maintained. Like they don't need to do anything on this lot. The campground owners can just let it do its own thing, and it pretty much takes care of itself, which I think is ideal. Here's more of those big bushes going in that block the stairs, but I do replace them later on when I was doing my play testing and taking my screenshots and doing all of my live mode footage. This build was a lot of fun though, and I also add here in the teens room these 2 rugs underneath the bed. They are actually from Laundry Day. They are just little like utility mats. There's nothing too crazy special about them. But I thought that that was something that made sense. Like they wouldn't have to be super fancy. It's just a normal cabin with 2 single beds. So could be for young adults, could be for kids, could be for teens. Doesn't matter. This is a very universal cabin right here. I just call it the teens cabin because in my opinion, you know, they'll bring their own stuff to entertain themselves. And then we have a dresser as well as some curtains on the wall. Those are from Cottage Living. And then in the bathroom, again, it's very simple. It's pretty much the same as the other one, except instead of a shower tub combo, it just has a standing shower from base game. There's little towels on the wall. All of our bathroom clutter stuff just kept it really nice and simple, and more of these wall lanterns from Horse Ranch, and then a couple nice little nature paintings and also some wall sculptures. And then out here on their front porch, I just put a little dining table with these chairs from Growing Together and the table from Cats and Dogs. And I did filter through the swatches for a little bit, but I did decide on the main swatch, the original swatch that it comes with, and then a little plant on the table. And then I think on the other side, I just do another little selection of plants from Laundry Day. Again, they don't have much going on their front porch, but I thought it was important that they have a little spot just to sit and chill and relax. And then over here at the parents' cabin, I had to do more finagling yet again with this roof space because I didn't like how triangular it was and that the roof didn't line up for me to add the spandrels the way that I wanted to. They kind of poked out on the sides and I just did not enjoy that. So I did end up fixing that, and all is well now. Now we are adding these end tables next to the large bed from Outdoor Retreat. Those are from Horse Ranch, and then the lamps again are from Outdoor Retreat. Same thing with this dresser, and also adding some more plants in here because I wanted it to look really, really pretty. So I used this one from Base Game, and then we have our bathroom. Now this bathroom I show because it is a very strange shape, and I wanted you to see my process here. So I did repeat all of the same stuff, same sink, same toilet. I had to move the door over ever so slightly so that I could put the toilet in a spot that made sense. And then again, this mirror from Outdoor Retreat that I used in every single room. And then this little wall shelf from Tiny Living above the toilet. But all the rest of our bathroom clutter stuff is in here, and it's just very simple. Also another little hanging wall plant from Tiny Living because I thought it looked really nice in here, and our typical bathroom light one more time. And then I believe I also add a bath mat in front of the shower, just the one that came with the bathroom essentials kit. And I think that that's pretty much it for that bathroom. And then we are adding a very, very tiny living space. I pull out this couch from Jungle Adventure, I believe, and then just the Base Game TV stand and a little tiny TV, flowers, and a little poster just above the TV. And I think this is the Granite Falls poster that goes there, and also a nice little wall hanging fern, because why wouldn't you have more plants in here? Some more of these hanging wall lights to give it that nice glow and that nice homey feeling. And then I pull out these curtains from Base Game and I size them down one click so that they will fit nicely on the windows. And then one big rug from Horse Ranch just under the parents' bed, because again, I think that they need something a little bit more comfy under their feet. And of course, a lovely Horse Ranch photo or painting just behind the bed. And under the couch, I also add 2 of the fuzzy rugs from Snowy Escape. I just position them ever so slightly with tool mod so that they are in opposite directions and they look more of like an organic singular shape. And I think that's nice to have a nice fluffy rug under your feet while you're enjoying the television at the end of a long day with all of your children at this this campsite. That sounds like a nightmare, but you know, hopefully they are self-sufficient enough to take care of themselves. And then we have the little front porch space. We have a cute bench from Outdoor Retreat, and also these very cozy looking outdoor folding chairs, along with an end table again from Outdoor Retreat. I put a nice little lantern and a little flower in a vase. I think that one's from Dine Out. And then I put out these lovely rugs from Laundry Day. I sized them down one click with the bracket key, and just some more plants right here. These like 3-tiered plants. Those were also actually too close to the steps. I ended up moving them later on when I was doing more play testing. And now you will see I'm working on the terrain paint. So I put some of this like cobbled stone underneath the stone pieces, and then a little bit of dirt on top of all of that, because it makes it look a little bit darker but not quite so dirty. And then also lots more dirt under all of the flower beds, under the cabins themselves. I just went all out with the dirt, because in my mind, that's what it is. They're all big garden beds, so they have a lot of dirt underneath them, and I wanted to make them all blend in super nice. And then here on the kids section, I just used some more terrain paint to kind of blend everything together, adding some horseshoes over here. I thought that would be a nice touch because it is a campground. Now they have a family activity to participate in together. There's also a cute little fire pit. Be warned, that will catch fire, so just like watch it closely. And then of course I wanted to frame in the whole playground area with these big low-lying purple flowers that came with Outdoor Retreat. So I put them all around this little playground space. And when I did my play testing, my Sims children did not have any trouble using the monkey bars or swinging on the swings or lounging in the kiddie pool and playing with the dollhouse. So that is completely play tested, and everything is totally fine with that. And then we're back over here at the horseshoe area, and I'm just adding lots more flowers, lots more terrain paint, lots more rocks, really just trying to solidify this as the kind of family activity space right at the front of the lot. And picnic tables, these are also from Outdoor Retreat, and I like how they look like half logs on either side for the seat. And then we're adding this grill that came with Horse Ranch, and I also wanted to add a mini fridge into the parents' cabin because I thought that would be a nice thing to have. Maybe that's where they can keep their leftovers and they won't have to worry about them spoiling. There is also a decorative cooler over in the kids section. It is not functional. You can add a functional cooler if you bring one with your Sims on vacation, or if you think you can buy it from the stand. But in this case, I just really like the decorative one from the Little Campers kit. So you could also add a cooler if you wanted to put one over in the kids section so they can grab a snack, but I don't think the parents mind their kids just coming in at all hours and grabbing a snack from their mini fridge as long as they knock first. And then over here on the tables, we are adding some lanterns, and I did put more of those rock rug pieces down because I thought they framed in the space very nicely. And then the last little bit of terrain paint here is just going to be going in, and we are adding a lovely lantern from Outdoor Retreat on the outside of the teens cabin, and that is pretty much it. So I really hope that you enjoyed this one. Here is some lovely live mode footage of our family. You'll recognize this family if you saw my last speed build, because this is the family I built that very large house for, the summer hangout home. I figured this was the perfect family to bring here because there was a lot of kids and there was 2 teens and 2 parents, so lots of people to play test everything and see how the routing was going. And of course you see the girls playing marbles out on the front porch. The teen daughter has had enough with the bugs and the heat, so she's taking a break and watching some TV in her parents' cabin, and out here again she's getting assaulted by bugs, but they're all going to play some horseshoes together. I really hope you enjoyed this one. Please like and subscribe. Let me know what you'd like to see in the future. I love hearing your suggestions or what you would have done differently. I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye guys.